set to kick off.
It has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And they'll get it done right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance.
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on your shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a deep shot that's complete. A big chunk of yardage before being drilled inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. Before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down. One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it to Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Burrow's back.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Now it's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks look all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Go for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. Would you call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays?
Methodical And almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown. But you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout comes.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
What I enjoyed this week is that you were asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Haskins. That one is slants in the clear. Big chunk of yards before they drop inside the 40. Line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try to defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground and go to the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you in the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
10 yards on the pickup.
On second down. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, a gain of 10. The opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things. It looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll get this down only to the 18.
Brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. He will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
How about the phases of a successful catch? Anticipation of a play, hook the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sterling Walker set to
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely done drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They will throw on first down with Burrow. The kick here is complete. Burrow's that one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We're going to be taken in by the tight end, the Joker.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective route.
And the defense will get their hands on it. Brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
4-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smash it. Blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, those things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
The 31-yard line.
They run it here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Down at the 26.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got the penalty.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Number 87.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
The gun, it's Burrow. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Now the defense going to use the first first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to walk one deep left side. Incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Now Ross to return. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get it out near the 30 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. On the run, it's Rare. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down, here's Haskins. Open down, short, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
37-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Down at the 30.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
And again, this is Ware. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought
No
down.
gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And a deep touchdown pass there. Every quarterback's dream.
Every quarterback's dream, and let's face it, It's our dream, too, isn't it? Do we not have fun when we see that long pass arcing downfield with a chance for a touchdown? What a tremendous throw.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one an 8-play drive. It's still at 75 yards.
Bengals 7. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was tackled at
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, it's Vincent. And this time not as successful as they get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down leaving. Burrow on third down. And he will be hit from behind and run over.
a 10-yard loss on the play.
So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Loose football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. Breakaway. This is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the table. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Haskins. It's a short one here. To his tight end. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now. Work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackle there. 15 yards on the play. First down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins. And he's getting another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
1st and 10.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll run on 1st down. Ware and able to work his way down to the 16.
Again, the ball carrier.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again with Ware, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run with Ware. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 of the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive level. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle over the field and getting pushed down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Haskins will throw. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Brings up
frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, get some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but they got to beat us.
And when he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's a target, and he has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Burrow. Incomplete. It's down. Getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They're going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Burrow. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final out, that interception. He's going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're going on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. On down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it? What change would they do going forward in this game? Questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. I'm going to bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Dumps it off to Mixon.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Joe Mixon.
A final shot now for Burrow. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Thank you.